Alright, hey guys, what's up? Bringing you guys another one, a new one. As you can see from the title there. Hold on a second. Okay, volume is just about where it needs to be. This one's all about protecting your support. This time I'm playing in the Double Zeta 2. Definitely, the relationship between this and the Rezo in this game in particular, at least for me, is quite interesting. But it's a suit I like a lot, even if it's not technically that good. But I don't make this my mission at the very beginning of the match. But very soon it becomes a matter of, okay, I need to do whatever I can to protect our game Hulk from what I find is a Delta Plus. And to stop him wherever I see him. The Delta Plus, by the way, is disguised as a Delta Gundam. You'll know him when you see him. But Double Zeta 2, yes, it is a medium to long range general. Meaning it can kind of hang with the support and still be effective. When it's playing bodyguard duty, it's not completely inept. It has a couple of choices of weapons. One of the choices is a dual bazooka, much like the one the G3 fires, only shit. It's been a very long time since I've used it, but all I know is that it's inconsistent as hell. It never seems to hit anything. Okay, see, this is where I notice him, right? There's no way a support type would be that gung-ho to just jump into the formation of the enemy like that, even if it's a Delta, pre-patched Delta Gundam. So he basically gives us his disguise right away. Just from the way he's playing, I know exactly what he is. Not to mention he has a blue beam saber, so that also kind of does the trick. Keep him still for someone else to go ahead and kill. He's making a beeline for support, ignoring everybody. I guess that's something else we can talk about, but quickly about the Double Zeta 2. Not Double Zeta 2, but Zeta 2. It gets Zeta Gundam's beam rifle as well as kind of a longer mega beam rifle. The general combo of this, I think you can do it either way, is either Zeta Beam Rifle into Mega Launcher, or fully charged Mega Launcher into Zeta Beam Rifle. And you can kind of do that over and over again. And I think it'll work no matter which way you do it. You're not going to get the double stun if you do Zeta Beam Rifle into Mega Launcher, but you're still going to be doing damage, and sometimes, you fire with the weapon you have in your hand, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't exactly have the luxury of charging and firing and doing all that stuff. So I see he's up there. I don't think I put in my head yet that's the Delta Plus. I think I just, someone's coming after me. I don't have my teammates, but let me get the hell out of here. At this point, none of us are really concerned. They haven't been able to beat us in the team fight so far, so we're not all that concerned about it. But what kind of makes this thing weird to me is that I absolutely hate the Rezo in this game. While the Rezo is absolutely like a mobile suit within the Gundam series that I love, within this game I absolutely freaking despise it. Why is that? Well, it's a fairly big target, and because it's a sliding it's a very sliding mobile suit like a Dom, but it doesn't have, it doesn't have maneuver armor or anything like that. At this point, I know someone's flying. My shit just bounces off his face. Damage is damage. We'll quickly just... Yeah, this is also playing ATOP, but you can't just complete... Okay. I should say this. When you're trying to make a beeline for the enemy support as a raid, the entire enemy team's just gonna jump on you like a pack of wolves, right? But when you're the support and you need help, your team's never gonna give you what you need. They're always just gonna let them pass with like no resistance whatsoever. It's kind of the great curse how. Well, you know how it is. The entire enemy team is like a well-trained set of professionals, and your team's a bunch of idiots. But this time, I made the mental note of, protecting our support. But even so, he's being extremely gung-ho. But yes, the thing that I like about this is, well, compared to Rezo's, Rezo feels like you have to get really close. I'll watch this. They really make mobile suits out of whatever that pillar's made out of. But with the Rezo, in order to make your presence felt, you kind of have to get close. You need to use your beam rifle, your beam saber, your other, your rifle beam saber. Its weapons are more optimized for close range, while the double Zeta, well, not the double Zeta, the Zeta 2 here is more optimized for long range. So the issues of it being a big target that gets stunned a whole bunch isn't as big of a deal since it's too far away to really be engaged by the enemy. Rizzo, not so much. So I've never really been able to make use out of the Rizzo. It's too big a target, doesn't have maneuver armor. But anyway. Anyway. What the hell was I talking? I know there was something I want. Oh yeah. This kind of gameplay also kind of shows how the rock, paper, scissors idea of raid types arbitrarily doing more damage against yellows or supports is kind of flawed, because if the team's paying attention and they have someone protecting their support, it's extremely difficult, and all you're doing is, and it's almost indistinguishable from feeding. Granted, this is also a game without any kind of voice chat. So you can, well, I'm not going to say you can kind of get away with it. You can absolutely get away with it. It's just too hard to pay. It's just too hard to pay attention without having someone yelling in your ear that they need help. Like I said, I'm making a very mental note to keep track of our support, as well as the Delta Plus. If it were anybody else, I have a very particular pet peeve when it comes to teammates not protecting their support. So I'm not perfect at this, absolutely, but I'm trying absolutely to protect my supports when and where I can. I'm not always successful. In fact, most times I'm not. But this time I'm making it my mission to protect this guy. Not always successful. And this is kind of weird. He should have had more than enough time to actually downswing me there. Also, I should say this game is kind of old. You're going to be getting some stuff from my backlog for probably next week. Cause look at this. He's completely ignoring our ass. Bop. Oh, Mega Beam Rifle, not Mega Launch. What the hell am I talking about? And I definitely prefer this thing to the Rizal. It's very... Once again, this was taken months ago, so... It's definitely out of the meta. It's definitely not something you should be using now. There are definitely better suits at 600, 650 that you should be using. Like that thing, the Rebound. And that, the Toto Spreader. Both are infinitely better suits than this thing, but... This thing can make its presence known at super long ranges. And I think that's a pretty... It's a useful niche. It's not so useful. It's probably not so useful you would want to use you'd want to use a slot on a 5v5, but I think it's useful enough to really warrant. Miss that shit. That's okay. We win. It's okay if we die. We're gonna destroy their base, and we're gonna win the match. Easy stuff. Yeah, he ended up getting his revenge there at the end. Did that even die that? I don't remember me dying. We're gonna figure this one out. Doesn't got a lot of assists. But okay, I'm looking at this team now. They had I thought it was a... Okay, so they definitely had a Gundam Mark II, but I don't remember seeing his ass once. Not saying he's a bad player or anything, just that I happened to not meet him. It was definitely the Delta Plus who's making it a headache for me, but again, we have one more general than they do. It's not that big of a deal. What we got? Okay, I died once. Only got 2 kills, but got a lot of damage, a lot of assists, and definitely got a lot of pursuit assists considering how much I was stopping that goddamn Delta Plus. Yeah, let's get out of this screen real quick. Yeah, guys, that does it for today. Real quick, I should say, if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I will see you later. With any luck, I'm going to just say, I guarantee it, you should be getting another video tomorrow from whenever you see this. You should be getting another video tomorrow, so good stuff on that, and I'll see you later.